The investigation team has been working very hard on this matter. Obviously, it takes time to reach this stage where we are now. We have to be engaging, and this is not a ordinary individual, because he was at a senior position in the bank. So you can imagine that it is somebody who is knowledgeable about the system and the like. Without divulging much, but we are happy. And I think that while I may have heard some of the victims asking for heavier sentences, but collectively, I think that the sentence of 495 years is heavy. It's just that they run concurrently, such that one will serve 15 years. But I think that looking at the collective number of years, one believes that justice has been served on this one.
Yeah.
It is not the end of the story. As we shall have indicated in the past when we were making media brief informing the nation, we have indicated that so far we have arrested 33 individuals that whose cases are pending before the various courts in the country. And over and above, we said that there are still other 43 that we are working on. And one is happy to see the nature of the work that the investigation team is producing.
Yeah.
And we have indicated that among the work that they are doing is to record more than 2,900 statements. Just last week, I was observing one of the statements that they just finalized. You know, the statement is more than 60 pages of an affidavit, and it takes a week to complete this affidavit. That is how complicated some of these matters are.
Yeah.
But one is compatible with the way in which the team is dealing with the case. And one can say that there is cooperation. And when people plead guilty, there is also some remorse that they are telling the court that they feel that they were guilty, they should not have done what they did. It is not the end of the story. Some of the things that we may not have known during the initial report that was produced by the advocate, we may now be knowing.
Yeah.
So I think that it helps us, because if you have got some of those who were within, whose cases are being disposed of, then the remaining one who are outside, I think it becomes easier. The official has been cooperating very well. And then I think that we have to leave it at that stage. But you just take that it is somebody else who has been cooperating with us. It is somebody who decided that he is pleading guilty for his part. You know, in pleading guilty to the crimes that you have committed, there is a need for some sort of explanation. And those type of explanations are the ones that help us to decide as to whether we can go further to identify some of the things that we didn't know. All right. Obviously, one has to be understanding what we mean by politicians. And then I think that among the people that we might be calling them politicians include those who are voted to the positions of mayor. And if that means that in politician we include those, one example is the matter of Julia Matebe, who was a mayor. And the case of that madam is postponed to the 21st of July 2025 up to the 1st of August 2025. That is next year. You see that the matters are postponed a year before. So it also talks to the court rolls, how busy are our court rolls. But it is not the only person that we shall be visiting, and it is not the only mayor that we shall have visited in the 33 that I have mentioned. So if there is anyone, regardless of their political affiliation or ordinary business people or ordinary official in the municipalities that have had their hands in the jar, rest assured that they will be visited.
All right, Godfrey Lebeya there speaking to our Clement Mangatela. Let's deal with the story. While the numerous officials implicated in widespread corruption at VBS are living large on their ill-gotten gains, the victims of that crime have, of course, a very different story to tell. A minority shareholder, that's Madambi Muvhulawa, says he welcomes Matodzi's sentencing but expressed disappointment at the slow pace of recouping investors' money.
This sentencing, is what we expected, that at the end, the culprits should be brought to book, though they were still, suspects. And but we had hope that at the end they will appear before the court. It was always our plea that no, speed it up so that those who are innocent then can be released free, and those who are responsible can be brought to book. So I think this is now, this gives us hope that the law will take its course since they have now sentenced Mr. Matodzi, who was the leader. We hope even those who have been colliding with him will also appear before the court, and we hope that they will also plead guilty before wasting any time, because I think the investigators have got good evidence of what they have done.